Nick and Norah's Infinite Playlist. Alright, I saw this movie tonight instead of going to Homecoming. I know, you're probably thinking, you're gonna get a date! Actually, I had a date, but she recently told me that her dad wouldn't let her go with a guy this year. So instead, I went with my friends who also refused to go to Homecoming and saw this movie. And it is a good teen comedy. It actually has a lot more on its mind than most teen comedies say. Ever since American Pie, every single joke in a teen comedy has had to do with semen. Luckily, this movie does not have any semen gags. It does have a disgusting follow-up of a piece of gum that goes from person's mouth to person's mouth and then inside of a toilet and on a table. It's disgusting. But anyway, I thought this movie was really good. And I'm like, okay, this movie actually understands relationships. It's not about doing it. It's not about looks. It's about talk and all that good stuff. Didn't they do it inside a recording studio? It was like the night they met. I'm like, dude, that's not cool. And it was kind of confusing because, like, we heard orgasmic noises, then they pan out and they're on top of each other fully clothed. And I'm like, how'd that work? But anyway, that's not really, I'm not going to take points out the film for that, but I thought it was just unnecessary. It really didn't affect the movie at all. At first I thought it was going to be like recorded on the switchboard or something, that her dad was going to come in and like listen to it. But it didn't, so I think it's a pointless scene because I think this movie is more than that. It doesn't need to have sex in it. It just doesn't. And also, Michael Cera's character has 3 friends, just like those are his only friends in the movie, and they're all gay. Which, I'm not going to be a jerk about, so they can be gay. I'm not really against gay people. But I thought at least one of them could have been straight, especially Aaron Wu, because he's a funny actor, and his character really didn't act all that gay. And believe it or not, teens really aren't all that comfortable with gay people at the moment. So I think he should have been straight, because he really didn't, like, his character really didn't pull off any, like, gay jokes. The other 2 did, and some of them were funny. But really, Aaron Wu could have been straight. And I know I'm going to get hate for that. You're going to call me homophobic. I'm really not. I just think to prevent some crap that people are going to say, I think Aaron Wu could have at least been straight. Because his character really didn't really need to be gay. But getting back to straightness, the plot really isn't all that interesting. Well, to tell you the truth, too much of it focuses on finding a drunk chick, which is some parts that really lags. Like, really nothing interesting was happening, and they, like, forced her to, like, go with them. But after a while, this is a very well-paced movie. Like, the last 30 minutes really are kind of unexpected. You think the movie's going to end, and it's really only 90 minutes. It felt so long. But the last 30 minutes are really, really good, probably the best parts in the movie. And it's really cool. It's well set in New York City. They go all around New York about all night. You know, we've seen this before, but it's really not, like, super bad. Like I said, it has more on its mind than drinking and sex. I think some people are going to be disappointed. They want those sick gags. And you're really not going to get all that many here. There are a few, but I think it has more on its mind than that. I think it's a little more mature than that, except most teens are going to like it, because it is a good movie, a good romantic comedy. The leads are very good together. They're very charming. I think that's what makes this movie what it is. Very well casted. Guys are going to call the girl ugly. She really isn't. Maybe her lipstick is just not a color. But anyway, I said that really weird. I think I'm running out of breath. I better end this. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It was a good flick. You should check it out. Hawaiian Punch.